Between summer 2019 and spring 2021, Guard Archaeology undertook the excavation of a multi-phase prehistoric settlement at Siggy Farm in Guardbridge, Fife. The site was a large field located 2 miles to the northwest of St Andrews and to the west of the small village of Guardbridge. In the northeast corner of the field, at the top of an escarpment and overlooking the Aden estuary, is the crop-marked remains of Guardbridge Fort. This fort was first identified by aerial photograph in 1984 and comprises the remains of at least 4 concentric ditches. Up until the present work, no archaeological excavations have been undertaken at the fort and it remains undated. The work on site has revealed the remains of a multi-phase prehistoric settlement surrounding the fort to its west and south. These features include a large timber circle, numerous pits including pit groups and pit alignments, roundhouses, field systems, the remnants of a stone roundhouse, and the fort ditches themselves, which includes an unknown 5th inner ditch. The earliest activity on site was in the southwest area, and was a small lithic scatter comprising of over 300 flint fragments. Analysis of these fragments has revealed the presence of a small temporary campsite comprising of a tent-like structure surrounding a hearth. The lithic scatter is thought to date to as early as the late Upper Paleolithic period, about 12,000 BC, potentially making it one of the earliest dating structures in Scotland. The most common feature discovered on site were pits, which were found across the site, many in small groups or short alignments. They varied in size from the small and shallow to the large and deep. Artefacts recovered from these pits dated from the Neolithic, which starts at 4000 BC, through the Bronze Age and into the Iron Age period, which ends at 400 AD, and included pottery fragments, a polished stone axe head, fragments of shale bracelet, industrial waste, loom weights and spindle whorls. 2 of these pits were also stone-lined with capping stones and could be the remains of stone-lined burial pits. Several very small fragments of bone was recovered from one of them. One of the largest structures on site was a timber-built enclosure found in the southwest area. It measured approximately 28 metres by 23 metres in size and comprised of over 80 post holes. It had an entranceway to its southeast, which measured 4 metres in width and appeared relatively sterile in its central area, although was truncated by several later features, including a rectangular-shaped enclosure. Located in a linear band across the central area of the site were numerous enclosures. Many were probably the remains of roundhouses, but there was also a large palisade enclosure measuring over 30 metres in length, and several small ring ditches, and most between 4 metres and 6 metres in diameter. Several stone-built features were also found on site, and included the remains of a probable Iron Age roundhouse, whose walls measured over 2 metres thick. It measured in total 14 metres in diameter, and numerous pottery fragments, industrial waste including burnt clay, and animal bone were recovered from its internal area. This area also contained the partial remains of a cobble floor. During the work, a small section of the fort ditches was excavated, with most of the fort being preserved in situ. The work revealed the remains of 5 ditches which varied in size. The largest were the internal ditches, which measured approximately 4 metres in width, with depths of over 1.5 metres. Very few finds were recovered from the ditches, and most were from the upper fills. These finds are probably intrusive elements that have become accidentally incorporated. Also found on site were the remains of 6 kilns. These were probably medieval or post-medieval in date. 2 of the kilns, a corn drying kiln which was filled with a large amount of burnt cereal grains, and a double flue kiln of unknown use, contained sherds of medieval pottery. Post-excavation work is ongoing, however it does suggest that the site has been used extensively over a long period of time, and could be as much as 14,000 years.